I think my tweet said one of the best run companies on the planet delivers on top and bottom once again.
Yeah.
Although was a little light on its guidance, Broadcom. Let's talk Hawkonomics. Let's talk a little Hawkonomics right now. Companies up 34%, year on year, but about 11% revenue x VMware. So this VMware ad really did make a huge delta to the bottom line. The company, drew an almost $7.156 billion of EBITDA adjusted on the first year on its revenue. And I want you to guess what percentage of revenue this company's EBITDA is, Pat. You know how much I love EBITDA, right?
Oh, no, it's incredible. And by the way, their margins are just like 77% gross margins are just like amazing.
Well, guess what's left after that? What the EBITDA number is?
I don't know.
Take a stab just for fun. Let's have some fun.
As a percent?
As a percentage of all of its revenue, how much of its EBITDA?
Oh, 20%. I'm going to guess
60% of its revenue is adjusted EBITDA. So
sorry, I was thinking of
netting. Yeah, dude, don't worry. It's such an absurdly high number that the number you gave is very typical as to where companies land 10, 20, 30 for a well-run company. 60% of the company's revenue.
Wait, 60% after R&D?
Adjusted EBITDA. Yeah. Now, again, the adjustments, I don't know how much they're pulling out.
I've embarrassed myself.
Yeah, we can edit that out.
Pat, we are live.
Pat, take a stab. What percentage of their revenue do you think was adjusted EBITDA?
Typically in the industry, it's like 20%, but I'm guessing 60-ish%.
Yeah, let's say that's probably it. Actually, good job, Pat. It's 60%
Ka-ching.
On the head. So, the company, continued, reiterated its guidance of about $50 billion with an adjusted EBITDA of $30 billion next year, Pat. So their guidance was just a little bit below consensus, but it was right there. And of course, the company is continuing to pay down debt, pay a dividend, and the stock has just been high flying, Pat. I mean, I think it crossed $1,350 a share this week. I think it even broke $1,400, which it was trading at like $800 like 6 months ago. So while yes, NVIDIA has been the fastest growing, this one has just been slow and steadily gaining about 100% year to date, or in the last, whole year. Just a couple other items on the company's business. The semiconductor business grew 4%. The infrastructure software business, accretive to the VMware, was up 153%. So big accretive add with the inclusion of VMware. And overall, Pat, all we can say is that Hawkonomics work. Hawkonomics deliver.
Is that a new thing? Did you just make up another one?
I'd been talking about it for a couple of weeks now, but I've decided to go all in on making sure that on the record, I've never heard anyone else say Hawkonomics, but I'm pretty sure that this is a new way of running a business. I did say it to the board in one of my board meetings, and then I did say it to my leadership team in a meeting that there's something to be said for the way this man runs this company.
Sure is. Hey, I'm gonna just try to add some filler to what you said. So, kind of some big things here. AI revenue quadrupled year on year to $2.3 billion. I thought that was incredible. I gotta tell you, software consolidated bookings going from less than 600 million to 1.8 billion to over 3 billion in Q2. And by the way, that number was so big that Hawk got a bunch of questions from investors in the call. And basically, he was like, we're upselling on VMware, right? It's all about VMware Cloud Foundation, right? Which is compute, storage, networking, virtualization, right? And I just thought that I love that number is just astounding. And that the investors had to do a double take when he pulled that out. Pretty big, and then get into the semiconductors aside from AI, it was very similar to what you would expect in the industry, right? They sell a lot to Apple, and Apple is down, so their wireless revenue was down. Imagine that. Storage industry is down, and therefore their storage number was down. and so was broadband related to all the carriers, which is down. And we're going to see some very similar stuff when we talk about Marvell, though. And by the way, final thing, I love when Hawk talks about Tomahawk. He loves talking Tomahawk. Tomahawk is essentially the basis for the
Tomahawk.
Yeah,
Tomahawk.
totally. Yeah. Whoa, Dan. Jeez. God, you're just nailing it today. No, Tomahawk is basically the glue that's pulling all these AI systems together. And guess what? It's off the rail. And they just keep cranking it out, and printing money. So, anyways, stock was down, whatever. I don't care about it.
Down for a moment. That's not the business we're in. What does it mean? What does it mean?
I don't even care.
Listen, it was a good set of results. It's only going to, this company, 20-30% of a AI compute bomb is going to be networking.
Yeah.
And, you're going to need a lot of custom silicon. You're going to need a lot of custom compute. You're going to need a lot of networking and connectivity. I don't think Broadcom sits in a bad position on the semi side. And then all the private AI that enterprises are going to need to build to take advantage of their data, it sure seems like VMware Cloud Foundation has the potential to be a good partner for that. So I think whether it's at the mainframe, in the cloud, or down to the silicon layer, it's pretty compelling.